Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick video on my setup that I use as far as like cargo and storage on the back of my RZR, in case you were looking for some ideas on what to do if you purchased a RZR and wanted some storage in the back, but yet you don't want to spend $400 or $300 to $500 on a box that's actually supposed to be, fitted back air or however. So I just use a tote. I bought this at Menards for $9.99. It probably was on sale at the time, but you can go anywhere and get a similar tote for under 20 bucks, I would say. It does have the locking lid, the latches, and what's nice about what I got here is I get plenty of room, and I didn't have to spend a lot. So I'll show you how I done this, and maybe you can expand on your own idea, or maybe this will help with whatever you're looking for. So what's nice about this is it does have the latch right here, so I can just flip this open and the latch in the back will actually stay there. But I mean, I can undo it and take the entire lid off and get inside. So what I've done here is I do have my roto pack mounted on the top here, and even with the weight of this being full, it has never collapsed in the lid. It handles the weight of that. And I just got my little mount right there. But what I did was try and do this one-handed. Sorry. I just put in like a little aluminum plate, mounted the rotopack bracket, and then just took a couple angles and for some support. So I don't know as though if I didn't have these whether it would sink in, but so far I haven't had any trouble. I've had this RZR 2 years now, and I have used this setup for the same amount of time. Now at first, when I seen this tote, it does have like these little tie loops and things like that. When I first got it, we went on a ride, and so what I did was I just took the straps and completely strapped it clear across. And that was kind of a pain. I didn't like it. Because then I'd have to completely unstrap it to get inside. And if it's extremely muddy or whatever, everything would be just completely and totally caked with mud, and then you'd be messing with your straps and everything. So what I did was I just went to the hardware store and just bought 4 little eye bolts with some thick fender washers and put them in there, and then I just had ratchet straps. Obviously it's black and red, so it matches the tote, it matches the RZR, the whole 9. So I found these for, I don't know, it was like a 6-pack for $14.99 or whatever. And then I just X-strap it and, put it in there kind of snug. And this thing won't move at all. So if you're bouncing on a rock or anything like that, it ain't gonna move. It stays in there pretty good. At the time, I didn't want to spend, an obscene amount of money on a box. There was other things I was looking into trying to do for the RZR. So that just wasn't in the budget. So I done this, and then I thought, well, maybe later on I'll upgrade and do maybe one of them Tusk boxes or Super ATV lock and rides or however. But this works so well that I just never did change it. This has a lot of room in it. Get the lid off here. This does have a lot of room. It's like a standard storage tote. I carry my cooler inside. This is just a little Walmart like Ozark trail. I can fill it up and open it up that way, or it's got a little flap door here. I can get in my pop or water or whatever. First aid kit, tools, some glass cleaner, my air compressor, I've got rain suits and stuff like that in here. And I still have quite a bit of room to spare. I mean, I can fit axles in here. I can fit 2 axles in here. And lunch, you know, we usually have a decent sized group of people that ride with us. So, and between us, we could divide things if need be, depending on where we're at or how much stuff we need. But I have put a full loaf of bread in here, a whole bag of chips or drinks in here, and still have room to have spare parts. Depending on the ride will depend on what gear we have. But yeah, so this is what I use. Just trying to think if there was any more information on it. But yeah, like I said, I've used it for 2 years, never had any problems. The lid stays on. Now granted, knock wood, I've never rolled it. So that was the other reason why I kind of liked that situation, or how this fits, is because I see a lot of guys that bounce on, you know, trying to get up something, or if they get sideways, or unfortunately roll, you know, all their stuff's rolling down the hill and everything. And but so far I've never had anything come out of this. That's the other thing, you know, taking the chance of, you know, you spend that kind of money on a box, and if it happens to get damaged or anything like that, instead of trying to fix or replace a really expensive box, you're just, you know, it's a tote, you know, 20 bucks or whatever. I mean, total with the roto pack and all, and a little bit of hardware, I mean, I'm under 100 bucks for this thing. I mean, obviously that's not the tools or anything inside, but I mean, that was just a cheap little cooler. I don't see the point in spending 100 or more for a cooler that's going to, you know, ride in the back of a RZR. So, but yeah, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, you know, leave it down below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And like I said, if you're looking for an idea and you don't want to spend that kind of money, maybe this will help with your own little setup or your own little idea. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit that like button. That'll help us out a bunch. If you are already a subscriber, thank you very much. And if you like the videos, you like the content that you see, please consider subscribing. So, thank you.